Assalamu alaikum. After posting my last video, I think I invoked British wrath upon myself. I was challenged by many kids on Discord, link in the description by the way. They accused me of many things. This is Lord George, thus racist. He dislikes anyone who can't pronounce whatever says the correct way. He also hates anyone who does not speak in it at the end of a sentence. So it's my job to take him on and defeat him for real. I must train for thousands of years in mountains and surpass human limits in order to take him down. I came back from training, hacked into the matrix and opened multiple simulations at the same time in order to check my true potential. The first simulation was about Minesweeper. You know, the game that no one knows how to play yet they grew up with it like me. The goal for this game is simple: find the bombs. We will come back to this later. The second simulation led me to a dungeon where I had to use the knowledge of Minesweeper to clear the dungeon. I cleared it instantly, believe me. The third simulation led me to a game of chess, but you can shoot to kill. We will come back to this later. Another simulation led me to a world of beanbags in a wipeout course. We will come back to this later. One simulation opened up the gate to an underground temple where I had to mass murder Bloons. We will come back to this later, believe me. Back to finding bombs. How this game works is that you click on a random square and it shows a bunch of numbers. Each number has a 3x3 area surrounding it with the number always in the center. The number tells us how many bombs there are in that area. For example, this one states that there is exactly one bomb in that area. I think this is getting complicated. We will come back to this later. The chess game told me to play chess without thinking anything. So I moved a pawn from e2 to e4. The bot moved a pawn as well. When I tried to take his pawn, we engaged in a duel to death. It told me basic controls and then insulted me by telling me to make friends. So I ran away from it, just like real life. In the underground dungeon, I had to take down 80 rounds of Bloons using some. I started with background character from Marshall. No one knows how to pronounce his. Tried. It failed, so I tried again, but this time I chose the greatest pirate of all times. I gave it grape shots to increase its popping power 5 times. Then I bought Geraldo, the nomadic drug dealer. I bought the NFT to become rich in seconds. I got a wall of fire wizard in order to burn the rubber. My wizard started breathing fire. My pirates pirated video games. Then I lost round 63. We will come back to this. The contest of beanbags was pretty simple. I had to be number 1. In the first round I ran and finished the race, getting second. In the second round I had to protect my tail from getting snatched, which was a bit too easy for me. The next round was about climbing walls. The first and second wall was pretty easy. It was the fourth wall which became a pain. Everyone was trying and failing.
We will come back to that later.
I managed to win the first ever Minesweeper game of my life. It was monumental. One of the greatest achievements I have ever gotten. The first head of the tyrant was taken down. The vortex was one of the challenges I had to take down in order to defeat large Gi. The start of the vortex was just like every other boss. NG, Ben, Farm. Tier 1 was taken down with the help of sticky explosives, stacks and drugs. Then I sold everything for me. Tier 2 fell victim to the big gangrene. For tier 3, I whipped out the raft mad. It was more than enough to keep vortex at bay. Tier 4 was taken down by primary paragons and a lot of lag. For tier 5, I got everything I could think of, which creates lag. This lagged the game so much that vortex was wiped out of existence. Somehow, I was the first one to be able to solve the puzzle of climbing the wall. So I left everyone behind and crossed the finish line. The next competition was all about staying on top of a rotating platform.
We will come back to that later.
Completing the Minesweeper game led me to a dungeon which had to be cleared by applying the Minesweeper knowledge. I completed the dungeon in 0.5 seconds, but my OBS crashed and you won't be able to see a single thing. Believe me. I started a race in the land of Willy Wonka. I started with the dot monkey and a boomer. I sent the first 9 rounds, upgraded the boomer to a 200. I eventually upgraded to a glaive ricochet, the best race driver of all times. I sent up to round 21 and got an ace. I upgraded the ace to a bomber ace in order to take down camos. I upgraded to more glaives to clean the Bloons. I got a sharpshooter dart monkey. I got another bomber ace. I got a nuclear submarine to infest the chocolate river. One more glaives were needed to clean the Bloons as soon as possible. And thus the race was completed. After falling from rotating platform, my next task was a race with many beanbags. it was mostly uninteresting, so I won't bore you to death. I used the next mini game by staying on the special platform. Then I died on the next level. It was time. I was ready for my final task. The first round was this. Aluminium. There. I pronounced it every single way I can think of. Water.